Shadows Fall are a metal band born from the firing New England heavy metal scene.
We're backstage at the sideshow here with Brian from Shadows Fall. How are you doing, Brian?
Very good.
Like, do you guys play any practical jokes on tour?
It's all constantly evolving.
What's been the best prank?
When you turn around and all of a sudden, on the last day of tour, all your amps are covered in gay porn. That's usually means Killswitch was around, you know? And, actually one time, they got me pretty good where I went to grab the mic on the first song at a sold-out show at the Whiskey, and there was just my mic was shoved inside of a giant black dildo, you know? So, and it's tough to feel metal, like, you know, singing into a Howard Jones cock.
I mean, what was it like when you guys first started out?
There was kind of no rules, which was cool, because some hardcore scenes at that time were really cliquey. Like, if you didn't play whatever was cool at the moment, we would always get that keep your metal out of my hardcore, like, you know, keep your chocolate out of my peanut butter. But now it blew up like on a worldwide scale where a lot of those bands we grew up with are now touring everywhere. We've played almost everywhere in the world with Killswitch. Can't get rid of these assholes.
Your latest record, what's the story there? What were you trying to do here that you hadn't done before?
I don't think it's anything that we hadn't done before. We just went in and wrote the record we wanted to hear, you know, like as metalheads. Cover every kind of aspect from thrash tunes to ballads to epics. I remember at records when you'd pick up, you know, Master of Puppets and it would cover every kind of emotion of metal.
What do you think of bands honoring the elders a bit too closely?
You know, anytime you go dut, 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 it's gonna sound like someone else a little bit. I think a lot of the younger kids may never have heard some of the old thrash and old metal bands. A lot of the bands will at least wear like, you know, old like Death Angel and Exodus t-shirts on stage, hopefully, so that these kids will go back and check their history.
How long have you been growing that?
15 years or so. I filmed a commercial with Ozzy a couple weeks ago, and the first thing he said, he walked in the dressing room, was like, let's go out back and smoke your hair. I was like, Ozzy, if you want to, I will pack this shit up right now, man. I haven't cut any piece in 15 years, but I would have cut off one of these to smoke it with Ozzy.
Have you ever done karaoke?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of karaoke unless it's with a bunch of friends who are going to take it to the next level. Like, I want full on, like, I want you to put your heart, your soul, your blood, your tears into it, you know? And I have a few friends in New York. We got this one little place where they give you a room about this size. Not only do they have every pop song you can imagine, but they have, like, all the old Napalm Death, like Scum, like, record, and they have, like, 15 Halloween songs.
So what was the first record you ever bought?
With my own money, the first record I ever bought, I think it was Men at Work, Business as Usual. On the same day, I bought Blizzard of Oz by Ozzy. Yeah, and I know what's funny is I recently bought the remastered version on CD, and then that record stands the test of time. Like, remember when pop bands played? Like the Police, they had like guitars and actual drummers, as opposed to just like looping some shitty beat with a bad sample. I always like to look for songs that you can really like give a metal makeover that you never saw coming. Like, say like Police Synchronicity 2. If you listen, it's an In Flames song without distortion. Like, it really is. All these dual guitar harmonies and like up tempo, you know, drum beats. Two biggest influences musically, even though nothing I've ever done sounds or resembles what they've done, is HR from the Bad Brains, and and Morrissey from the Smiths. Back in the day, they were the best live band of all time, and they changed aggressive music forever. I've never sounded like them or tried to sing like them, because that's a lesson learned. Is just do what you find your voice, never compromise that.
When can we expect the next Shadows Fall record?
Again, the studio, maybe early, like late in the year, if not early next year.
Will we see you guys on a headlining tour anytime soon? Once again?
I hope so. I hope so. Hopefully, maybe when we record the new record, we can come back and do a headlining show.
Like this next summer or something, our summer.
That would be great.